Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a recent agreement between the U.S. and its allies spells good news for Kentucky distilleries. And an Eastern Kentucky nonprofit gives business owners in our region the chance to win thousands of dollars.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good Tuesday morning to you. It's 6:31. I'm Dakota Makris, and yeah, I know it's raining, but we'll make it through. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at that rain. Brandon, on this Monday 2.0. I wish it would have rained yesterday. I mean, that would have made more sense. Tuesday is, listen, this is weird. I think Tuesday is an odd time for it to rain.
No, wait a minute. You just, because you have to go out for a story today, that's what you're worried about.
So you're calling me out. So you're calling me out.
That's exactly.
No.
You had to leave the building yesterday, but today you got to go out for a story. That's why you don't want it to be raining.
You keep me accountable.
Listen, trust me, I don't want to go out to go home later. I don't envy anybody having to make a drive today in the morning hours especially. So just be careful out there. Take it easy. Let's take a look at the satellite radar loop for the last 6 hours. And we're going to continue to see right there along the Kentucky-Virginia border, a little mixing trying to pop in there. For the most part, everybody well above freezing, but 37 in Wise this morning. Everybody else in the low 40s there for the most part. Middlesboro even down to 45. Jacksboro at 46. That's the warmest temperatures in the region right now. Except if you go down south, Myrtle Beach at 51, along with Washington, D.C. New York's at 53. Back over toward Indianapolis and St. Louis and Springfield, upper 30s there, though. A little extra on the coffee meter this morning. You're going to need it as you head through the first part of this Monday 2.0, also known as Tuesday. Some sunshine later, but a cold day. Only 47 for a daytime high unless we get the sun out faster. Might get a little closer to 50 then. And then down into the upper 20s and low 30s tonight. And we'll see some action there as we head into the overnight hours. More on that in just a little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. A Kentucky attorney pleaded guilty to human trafficking charges. Attorney General Daniel Cameron reported that Robert L. Poole of Florence pleaded guilty to 5 counts of promoting human trafficking. Officials say Poole promoted commercial sex activity in Kenton County. Poole was accused in 2018 of 15 charges, including third-degree rape. Well, Kentucky State Police are investigating a death at the Harlan County Detention Center. Troopers say they found an inmate unresponsive Sunday morning. That inmate later died. An autopsy has been scheduled, but troopers tell us they don't suspect foul play. They have not released the name of the inmate. The ongoing global supply chain issues are continuing to cause trouble for many local businesses. Like many restaurants, staff at Big Blue Smokehouse here in Hazard are still working to bounce back from COVID-19. Now, on top of moving and staff shortages, increase in price cost, and limited availability of goods are a concern. Manager James Peterson says despite what is going on, he and his staff are making the best of a difficult time.
It's made us use 3 different vendors to find the product for the guests, and we shop to get the best prices so we don't have to raise our prices here. To make sure we're getting the best quality food for them.
Well, Peterson says while he is a new employee at Big Blue, he is happy to be a part of the team. An agreement between the U.S. and the European Union means the end of tariffs on bourbon. 3 years ago, a 25% tariff on American whiskey to the EU and United Kingdom was put in place. Those taxes were in retaliation to steel and aluminum tariffs put in place by former President Donald Trump. Kentucky Distiller Association officials say they are glad the U.S. reached a deal that will remove the tariffs that were set to double on December 1st, but they are concerned that European bourbon drinkers may have changed their habits while those taxes were in place.
We're really going to have to do a lot of research to see, the long-term impacts of this decision. But for now, we're thrilled. We're ready to start shipping over, getting back to zero tariffs.
Removing retaliatory tariffs on Harley-Davidson motorcycles is also part of that new deal. The finalists for Invest 606's Business Accelerator and Pitch Contest are announced. WYMT's Chaz Jenkins has reaction from some of the finalists.
An unexpected call that could lead to a serious boost for a local business.
Being so young, I think we're one of the younger companies in the competition. It just makes us feel like we're doing what we need to do, and we couldn't have done it without the city's support.
With one finalist surprised with the opportunity.
It was advertised as entrepreneurial businesses, and we're kind of a half and half nonprofit business entity. So But the fact that they included us made us feel really just great.
Seeing several counties in eastern Kentucky being represented, showing growth is coming to the region.
We have to financially make it as well, but our sole purpose is to help everybody else. So the people I'm competing with in the future, I'll be assisting and helping them grow as well.
Grateful for the opportunity as the dream of any local business owner comes true.
You can be successful in a town that you want to live in. Coming to a small eastern Kentucky town was, I don't think it was something that we always wanted to do, but we never thought we would be able to do. And life throws you the opportunity.
Excited for some friendly competition amongst local businesses.
I'm in to win it. That's just how we go in life. That's just our mentality. That's Backroads' attack and strategy plan. I wish everybody the best of luck, but I plan on working very hard to walk away with the grand prize.
An exciting opportunity for business in the Commonwealth. Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
All the finalists we've spoken to say they are excited to be involved and are looking forward to the competition. Some Kentucky families can now get help with their heating bills. The Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, is a federal program that assists eligible families who may not be able to keep their houses warm this winter. Household income must be at or below 150% of the federal poverty guidelines to qualify. Those looking to apply will need proof of Social Security number or a permanent residence card for each member of the household, proof of income from the prior month, and a current heating bill. With temperatures dropping near freezing this week, what better time to remind people to keep the safety and well-being of their outdoor animals in mind? Our Alyssa Williams spoke to several people on the importance of bringing your animals inside or providing them with proper shelter to face the elements.
When the temperature drops, it's important to keep your four-legged companions in mind.
Simply put, if you're cold, they're cold.
Outdoor animals, especially any sick, young, or older animal, should be brought inside when cold weather is present to avoid any risks of hypothermia.
It's just the same as if you had a very old person or an infant. They don't do well in cold temperatures, and our animals at those ages don't handle that well either.
As for larger, healthy animals, they have better chances of withstanding the cold, but it's still important to ensure they have adequate shelter.
If you can bring them indoors, it's always better to bring them indoors, but if they have to be outdoors, then take the steps necessary to make sure that they're at least comfortable.
Making sure your animals have a space that protects them from water, snow, and wind, and ensuring they have straw or wood chips in their space to retain any moisture are just some of the many ways to keep your animals safe from the elements.
There's a lot that can happen, and a lot of it can be prevented if you just take the measures now. Like, it's starting to get cold now, so instead of waiting until it's 15 degrees outside, do it now while you still have time to prepare.
Teaching everyone the importance of keeping your pets safe and warm during the colder months.
If they're going to have to be outside, at least give them a chance.
In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
The Perry County Fiscal Court has donated straw to the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter. So if you're needing something to help insulate your pet's outdoor shelter, you can visit the shelter to pick up some while supplies last. The Kentucky Wildlife Center in Lexington is asking for leftover pumpkins. The animals there love to chow down on jack-o'-lanterns. You can drop off your donations at the center directly. It's on Georgetown Road, not far from the Kentucky Horse Park. Spooky season has come to a close, and it's now Mixmas season on your radio dial. But some are saying bah humbug because it's too early to hear the festive tunes. For others, it's joy to the world. Grayson Passmore and videographer Darnell Crenshaw talked to a DJ who gets requests to play those jolly jingles throughout the year.
Tune that dial to 94.5.
You're listening to Mixmas right here on Mix 94.5. I'm Tracy James.
And this iHeart radio station has its listeners driving around already in the Christmas mood. Not to be a Grinch, but is it too early for this? I mean, it's less than 24 hours from trick-or-treating.
I've had maybe 2 emails this morning saying, I really wish you would have held off until after Thanksgiving. And that wasn't, anything. Only 2 out of the thousands I've gotten since Labor Day weekend asking me when I'm going to launch it.
Radio DJ Tracy James says this format dates back to the 90s, and some wouldn't mind to hear a little jingle jam all year long. We talked to some shoppers who agree.
I love Christmas music. I don't think it's ever too early to start, so Yeah.
Other shoppers are pumping the brakes on the sounds of the season, saying let's not overlook Thanksgiving.
I think we need to get through Thanksgiving first. We just finished Halloween yesterday. It's too early. It is. I'm not ready for Christmas.
I think if you love something like Christmas music and it puts you in the holiday spirit, then I'm all for it. And if you want to wait till after Thanksgiving, we're still going to be there right on your dial because we play it 24/7 all the way up till Christmas night.
It's the holiday season.
Ready or not, Mixmas season is here. And it'll be up to us when to get in the Christmas spirit. In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
I love that story was right before me, but I'm gonna be quiet. You know my policy on Christmas. It's never too early to start preparing for Christmas. All right. Live Pinpoint Doppler radar this morning. We were looking at some rain, so some festive green showing up here on the Doppler this morning. But again, we're seeing some heavier rain across parts of the area, so be careful as you head out the door this morning. I-75 at Corbin, we're going to continue to see those raindrops there on the camera. So again, from one end of the region to the other, just continue to slow down and be careful. Temperatures continue to drop region-wide down to close to 40 degrees in a lot of areas this morning, from London to Jackson to Hazard to Pikeville to Logan to Moorhead, all in the low 40s. Williamsburg at 41 this morning, and Wise at 37. Out the door forecast, we're going to continue to see those rain chances for a little while before temperatures start to top out in the upper 40s. If we get the clouds cleared out fast enough, maybe closer to 50. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. And thank you for joining us. The time is 6:42. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. President Joe Biden calls for immediate action in order to tackle climate change around the world.